Welcome everyone to Solaitions Webinar. What you're about to see right now is going to change the way you do business, because basically you're going to be saving so much time on so many different things. Now, just as we wait for people to join the webinar, I'm just going to give you a bit of background who I am. I've been developing apps for businesses and for my own business for the past 15 years. Now, since AI has now come along, it's making it easier to build these kind of tools for myself and for other people. So actually, by using AI, I can build tools that use AI to help you do less work. Now, everyone knows time is money, but time is also life. Without time, you won't have time to enjoy life. So basically, these tools will not only save you time to make money, but time to save time to live, to actually enjoy life, or to give you more time to do what you actually want to do, which is probably to be with your family or to go to the beach, to be perfectly honest. So let's get started. I'm going to start demonstrating some of these tools that are going to change your life. They're game changers, all of them. They were built, a lot of them were built using AI. Some of them were actually built with some actual code, that human wrote code. But what you're about to see is all of them, basically. I'm going to exemplify all of them. And once you see them all, my feeling is that you're going to come away with at least one or two or three of these tools that are going to give you an easier life and a more simplified workflow within your business. So let's get started with my favorite, and it's actually Zipifil, this one. And what it is, it's basically a form filler Chrome extension. Now, for those of you who don't use Chrome extensions, I think you're missing out, to be honest, because Chrome extensions allow you to make Chrome browsing a lot more streamlined and simplified. Everyone uses extensions for different tools, but for Chrome, where you're browsing the internet, filling forms all day, getting data, processing data, doing research, Chrome extensions can be really helpful. That's why I want to show you and demonstrate this Chrome extension, which is fantastic. Now let's have a laugh with it and make this webinar more than just a learning session, but actually a bit of a laugh in the process. So let's jump straight in to another browser. I'm going to jump into my other browser. I've got like tons and tons of Chrome, as you can see, Chrome profiles. And I use multiple Chrome profiles because I like to have different bookmarks. As you can see, all the bookmarks up here. So when you have multiple Chrome profiles, if you have like multiple email addresses, you can create one profile per email, and then you get different bookmarks for each profile. Now, if you're like me and you have 100 different businesses, you probably want to have different profiles to organize your bookmarks and your experience. So even that, just that tip is probably going to save you about a year in looking for that bookmark. You know what I mean? So let's click on Solaitions. So this one is a different, as you can see, it's different color. You can choose a different color for each profile of a Chrome web store. Okay, now let's go into this form called RoboForm. Well, I can see the green screen behind me is kind of eating my face up a little bit. So let me just undo that a little bit. There we go. That's better. That's better. Now let me just shrink here. Excuse me for doing this. It's just a live stream. So obviously, if I've made a mistake, I'm going to have to fix it live. Okay, perfect. So as you can see, we have a massive form here. Now, it doesn't matter what form data is required. For example, even if it's a drop down or a credit card or a date of birth, whatever it is that you have to fill in a form, this Chrome extension can do it for you. And it's fantastic because what it is basically, once you install it, you basically have this this Chrome extension right there. And basically what you do, you paste in data that you want to insert into any form on the internet, and it will fill it up into the right place. Now, let me give you an example. Let me just type name webinar, last name fantastic. And you can see I've just written in plain English this text. And if I click Zipifil, it's gonna fill in, as you can see right here, webinar fantastic, which is absolutely amazing because when you think about it, sometimes you get these emails with data in them, and it's a lot of data. I'll show you an example. Data for this form. It also has a function where you can create data, generate AI content for this form, which can come in useful when creating product or listing products. Like for example, if you were listing let's say a mountain bike, you type mountain bike and it would create data for the description, for everything you'd need. It would just do it for you. So when I click generate right now, you're about to see it's going to create data for this form, and then it's going to fill the input boxes. So as you can see, this is all the data that you would probably need for this kind of form. And a lot of times when we process orders or process data, we're giving it to us in, let me show you here. It's given in this kind of format. Like in an email, you get a bunch of messy data. Do you know what I mean? Usually in emails, you have like name, address, and it's not so organized, and you've got to kind of extract text. So for data entry, you just copy this from your email, just paste it in, even with data that's not relevant, and watch this magic happen right now. Just like that. It's all filled up for you. Now, you can imagine how long that would take to have to do manually. And if you want to change anything, you can just change it right there. Now, it's more powerful than this because you could actually set, there's basically a few form fillers, and you can set your favorite form filler for each website, whichever works best for you. If you're using Amazon FBA, by the way, there's an Amazon FBA form filler as well, which is right up there, as you can see. And it basically fills in the Amazon FBA form when you're trying to process an order manually. So also it has this amazing auto click on extension right here. When you click on that, it's absolutely amazing. What it does, it actually fills when you just click the extension with whatever data is in the clipboard. Let me show you an example of that right now. I'm just going to set that on. I'm just going to switch that on. Auto fill on extension. I'm going to click, let me move myself here. I'm going to click the save button. Just click on that and then save. And basically, what you're going to see now is even more time saving, as if that wasn't enough. All of that, what we just did, as if that wasn't enough. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to click the Chrome extension. Now watch my hands. I'm going to show you my hands as I do this. Watch this. It's automatically filling. Can you see? It says filling automatically. So all I did, imagine, let me just show you again what I did, because this is just amazing if you think about it. Imagine you copy from an email a bunch of data, click on a Chrome extension once, watch my hands. Oh, I guess it was already filled, so it doesn't count. Let me just do that again. Let me just do that all over again. Here, it's empty now. I'm just going to click the Chrome extension. Fantastic. Absolutely amazing. This is a game changer. I use it every day, about 20 times a day, to fill drop shipping forms, because I'm a drop shipper as well. I have tons of businesses. I have a course website. I have so many businesses. But this is perfect for my drop shipping business. When someone orders, I grab the address with all the messy information and it just fills in the form like that. So that's basically what we're doing. You can cancel the disable the autofill whenever you need to, so that it won't affect you know what I mean, if you need to change anything and it's just gonna, do you know what I mean, mess about. Also, you can add an additional prompt on this page. So as you can see, please always leave the title field with a space instead of the text provided. Let me move myself here. You can actually add a prompt just over here. You can add a prompt which basically leaves the title field empty. So as you can see, the title field here is empty, even though in the prompt there was actually a title. I'll show you again. You see Mr. Can you see? Mr. was here, but it wasn't filled because you are able to actually provide a prompt to enhance and make sure that it does correctly. You could even like tell it, do you know what I mean? Don't do this and do this, and it's yours. It's your form filler. It's yours. It does what you need it to do according to your customizations. That's what's so powerful. Most form fillers will just do what they have to do, fill the entire form. But this one lets you customize it. Then you can go to your saved rules down at the bottom here. Over here, my saved rules, and you can see all the different URLs where you have rules, and you can just delete them just like that. And if I delete that now and go back to the home page to fill a form, then let me refresh the page and do the same thing again. Just paste it here. You'll see the title field is now going to be filled right at the top, Mr. As you can see, because I've removed the rule. Fantastic, just like that. So that's number one. Let's go back to Solaitions.com. Let's close this page. So here we are, we're back on Solaitions.com. We've so far shown you this tool over here, which is Zipifil. Let me move myself out the way. Excuse me for not having the time to edit this. This is obviously all live, and I'm just trying to go through all of these so that you can get a big picture of what you're missing out on when it comes to time saving. So that's number one. I want to skip this one. This is more for traders. I don't even think it's a good idea to show you in this webinar anything to do with trading, because in my opinion, everyone here is more into business. Trading is great, and this is a fantastic extension. It's a multi-strategy trading graph analyzer, which is fantastic. But we're going to focus more on business, because this webinar is about business automations and speeding up your workflow so that you don't have to sit there for hours on your computer wasting time. So now we've demonstrated Zipifil. Let's go on to the next one, which is one of my favorite, called custom GPT. Now, you've probably heard this before, this term, because actually ChatGPT also uses this name, custom GPT, but this is a completely different thing to ChatGPT. This custom GPT is also a Chrome extension, as you can see. It says add to Chrome, and now we're going to demonstrate what happens when you add this to Chrome and what you can do with it. So let's do that right now. I'm going to click on it right now. Here it is. So here's my custom GPT setup right here. Oh wow, I just went big right there. Basically, as you can see, you can create custom GPTs to do what you need them to. Now, most of you understand already that ChatGPT and all these AI tools can do anything you want them to. So it's yours. Again, it's yours. It's what you need them to do. So everyone has different needs for AI. And that's what's so amazing about it. It's like yours. You make it yours. And so with this Chrome extension, it makes it yours within Google Chrome. Again, Google Chrome is like the #1 web browser, and now you can have AI power right within it. And what you're about to see now with this Chrome extension is actually going to change the game for you, because now it's all going to be very quick. You don't have to go and chat with AI like you'd normally do. You know how you have to go, hi, ChatGPT, I need you to do this and that. No more of this. It's a waste of time. Why are we chatting with a robot when a robot already should know what we need if we just set it up in advance? So for example, let's create a new GPT. So you press the plus button here, and then we're going to call it a summarize all the content into one paragraph. So that's going to be the name of my GPT. I'm going to click on suggest prompt, and it's going to create a prompt. Now, as you can see, it's written a fantastic prompt, which you can, of course, edit if you need to. But the idea here is to write a better prompt than yours, and it will basically write it. But if you need it to be customized, you know, remove any personal information, you know what I mean? All these things that you need to customize, you can do that in here. It's automatically given a short name to this GPT, and the reason why is because we don't want to take up too much space. Then you can group them into categories. For example, if you have multiple categories of work that you do, maybe sometimes you like recipes, like a recipe generator from, I don't know, whatever it is you do. It's hard with these examples, you know, because I'm going to give you an example. Maybe I'll create a new category and I'll call it Solaitions, solaitions.com webinar. So this is all the GPTs I'm making for this webinar. Fantastic. So here we are. We're in the summarize all the content into one paragraph. Now I'm going to highlight the entire page, this website, and then I'm going to click on GPT. And what you're going to see, oh, I forgot one thing. Forgive me. I'm going to create a new rule here, because I don't want to have to scroll all the way down to find the GPT I just made. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new rule that for this specific page, every time I come to this page, I want to show only this category of GPTs, and also you don't have to do it this way. You can also just choose the GPT that you want. But I personally prefer to do it by category, because then every time you come to this page, you only see the GPTs that are related to this specific page. And the reason why this is so powerful is because when I highlight all the content on this page, click on GPT, I will straight away see the exact GPT that I'm related to. Now, as you can see, because it's all highlighted already, it's already in the box. So I can then process the text in one click. And I'm going to show you how quickly I just did that without explaining. So as you can see, Solaitions is dedicated to creating innovative, time-saving AI solutions that simplify complex tasks and boost productivity for business owners. Their diverse range of products includes all of these, etc. So as you can see, I can copy that in one click and it's on the clipboard, just like that. So let me just show you how quickly, now that I've set it up once, remember we set this up once, I can grab this, click, and process, just like that. And there you go, copy to clipboard. This is the fastest workflow in the world to get ChatGPT or Gemini, whoever it is, to do something for you. There's no faster workflow. Think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. But in 2 seconds, I've processed this entire page and got a summarization of it, because and that was customized as well. I created that myself. So as you can see, the more I explain these tools to you, the more you can see how much time you can save. Now, let's say I wanted to say, see, there's so many things you could use with GPTs. If you see, I'm not just showing you this. The truth is, if I click on show all categories and let's just reset everything here, the sheer amount, show all, let's reset everything. The sheer amount of GPTs I create for myself on a daily basis, I create, let's say sometimes I need an emoji picker, emoji decider. So let me just show you. For example, let's say I need an emoji for something. So I just grab some text, click on this, and then find the emoji decider, click process text, and it's going to give me the perfect emojis for this specific text, and then I can use it. Or let's say, you know how sometimes you need an emoji, and then you don't know where to find it, so you're going to go on Google and look for it. You can just type crying, yeah, for example, and then it's going to give you, within Chrome, a crying emoji, because you've already created the GPT within Chrome. So you could also search for, let's go back to the home here, home page. You could search for your GPTs, YouTube, for example, and then you have all these different, it just comes up just like that. So that basically summarizes this GPT. You could basically use it for any need you have to extract information for a page. For example, let me just show you a quick example of that if we're doing this right now. Okay, so let's go back to the home page a second. Let's say I wanted to extract information from this page, like all the names of the apps. So I could highlight it like that, create a new GPT called extract names of apps from the page, suggest a quick prompt, we'll add it to the Solaitions webinar, save GPT, process text, and we're going to get all the names of the apps in a number of seconds, as you can see, just like that. You can copy that to clipboard. And that's it. So again, we've just processed a bunch of data very quickly. And that concludes the example video that I just, sorry, it doesn't conclude anything. It just concludes the explanation of this specific custom GPT called Custom GPT. It's a Chrome extension. And now we're moving on to one of my favorites, really exciting application. It's actually a Windows application. It only works on Windows. So I'm warning you, Mac users, you're going to need to upgrade to a Windows computer if you're going to want to use this specific thing. It's called Emoji Mouse, and it's fantastic. Let me exemplify it. Let me open it right now. I'll just click on the Emoji Mouse page so you can actually see what it can do. As you can see, my cursor here is Emoji Mouse as well. It's fantastic, and it's perfect for people who are demonstrating information, and we all have a time where you need to demonstrate information. So I'm going to open it up right now. it's over here. After you get this emoji mouse software, you just double click it, and it actually comes with this thing called a baby AI server. Now, I know you've never heard of this before. It's because we built it, or I should say I built it. What it is, it's an AI server that basically gives you AI for free offline. Now, you've probably heard of the term open source. Basically, what it means is that you can, on your own computer, have tools like AI, for example. So as you can see, when you get Emoji Mouse, you actually get this for free. It's a baby AI server, and then you click Start AI Server. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it's going to give me offline access to AI, which is going to be used by Emoji Mouse, which basically is a tool that allows me to annotate and show things. So, for example, here's Emoji Mouse. This is the tool. When you click on Emoji Mouse, it just opens and closes just like that. Can you see that? And then you can actually, you know those people who have, when they demonstrate things, they have this circle around, and then when you click, it kind of shows you where you're clicking. So this is kind of perfect. Additionally, it has the typical things you'd expect from an annotation software, like arrows, lines, circles, squares, and lastly, you can just bin it all. Now, this is what the amazing part about this. It's this tool here. It's basically a very funny and interesting thing. I don't know if you'll like this or not, but I'm going to show you anyway. I just think it's amusing. If you go to settings and modes, you can actually let AI decide on an appropriate emoji to show next to your mouse when you're talking to your clients, explaining things. Now, this can be so good for people, especially people who are like, it's hard for them to stay attentive when they're watching something. You know, they lose focus. And so by having an emoji which randomly pops up next to the cursor, you're basically keeping them glued, their eyes to the screen. Perhaps they're looking at what emoji is coming next. So let me just see this happen right now. It's going to pick an emoji and it's going to put it next to my mouse. Let me just switch that on. Fantastic. Okay, you could also change the, here we are. So it decided on that, but I mean, as time goes on, it could decide on different things. Okay, let's move on. Basically, it will happen automatically. Right next to my mouse, you'll notice emojis popping up. The baby AI server is deciding what should pop up when that's happening. So, okay, let's carry on. Okay, text. You can dump text on the screen. Hello, you can see, and then when you scroll the mouse, I'll just show you here with my mouse. When you scroll and make smaller, it actually makes the text bigger, and it remembers the size. So if you type hello, and then you can move it around, you can actually rotate it, which is kind of useful sometimes. And that's all. And you can move it about. Then when you click on the text button again, and click somewhere else, I'm Daniel, it remembers the size that you've chosen. So that when you start another one, it will work. So this is perfect for annotation. You can also change the color of anything by clicking, let's say, the red. And then when you type red, and then it will remember that, which is fantastic for annotation as well. Additionally, it has this thing called OCR. I'm not sure if you know what this is. Sometimes you're trying to grab text from images. So you just go like that, and then highlight it, and then it will grab the text for you, and you can then copy that and take it to your thing. You can also take a screenshot by clicking this, and then just grabbing the screenshot, and then you can either save to clipboard or save as file, and that's that. That basically summarizes this software. Pretty fantastic if you ask me, because it allows you to kind of do better presentations than normal. Oh, one more thing. I can't forget about this. It's the image. It's basically what you can do if you're into this, you can actually upload an image of something like this, and then you can actually put it on the screen somewhere and then annotate over it. So this is just an image, obviously. It's not a software. Fantastic. What do you think of that? I think that's fantastic. Tell me in the comment section. So I just want to reiterate this specific tool. The reason why it's so perfect is that you could literally upload an image over here, you click on the image, and then you upload an image of something that is very important to your business that you want to explain to somebody. Let me find it right here. For example, this here, I've just added an image, and then you can just grab it and put it on the screen somewhere. So that's actually an image of the user interface. And that way I can then kind of, you know, show things and explain. Let me just bin everything here. Just grab a new one here. Do you know what I mean? I can just, it's easier for explanation. So before you start a session, I really should have done it. Before I started this webinar, I should have organized all of the different things that you can do with this software, and then created screenshots, and then I could have gone like, you know, this is this tool and that tool and this tool and that tool, and I forgot to mention the pen, and I forgot to mention this, and I forgot to mention this, and this, and this, and this. Okay, you get the idea. I'm going to stop going on about this, but this is called Emoji Mouse. It's fantastic, and when you click on it, it kind of disappears. Everything disappears. And I just want to say one more thing you can do with it. If you go to mouse and cursor, if you upload a file over here, you click upload PNG without a background, you can actually change your cursor to that specific mouse. So for example, this is going to be the hotspot, and then as you can see, it's changed my mouse to something completely different, just like that. See that? Fantastic. Okay, let's move on to the next app in the list to continue boosting our workflow and speeding up our workflow. Let's see the next app. So the next app we're going to be explaining is Shelisite. Shelisite is fantastic. For those of you who need your own website, now you probably know the options out there. You know Lovable, you know Cursor, you know all of these different site builders, but there's only one site builder in the world, which is this one, that goes on your own server. Means you own the files. You don't have to pay a monthly fee. You don't have to pay anyone to host. I mean, you have to host it. It means it's on your server. People who already have websites know what I'm talking about. It basically allows you to control and own your specific website on your server. Now, let me show you something magical. When I go to my domain name here, shelisite.com, and I do /Shelisite, because that's where the admin panel is, and click enter, what you're going to see is literally magic. I just have to enter my password here if I can remember it. And watch this. It's literally, oh, let's save that here. It's literally the website, let me shrink myself a little bit, is being created using this actual platform. Means we created Shelisite with Shelisite, which basically means this website itself was created with Shelisite. And that's like saying Lovable was created with Lovable, which is fantastic. So as you can see, we created a website with this prompt alone. It's literally a single prompt, and this whole page was created. This whole website was created. And that's it, basically. You can create websites with prompts very, very quickly. Should I demonstrate it? I'm hearing you saying that I should. So let me let me show you how easy it is to use, really. It's just the same as, Lovable or anyone else. It's just you actually own it. In fact, yesterday I actually remember making some websites. So let me do that here. This is one that I made earlier. I made a video about this actually on my channel. So we had a laugh with it. We made this here, and we actually tried to create Tetris game, which actually worked, believe it or not. We actually created a Tetris. It was like a photographer's website, which we created. You know what? I feel like creating another website just with you right now, just to show you how easy it is using this thing. And you actually have to purchase Shelisite. You own it, and then you can make as many websites as you want using it. You can just dump it into your hosting, and then it works. There's a video instruction manual on how to do this. But just to show you very, very simply, I'm going to go into my hosting account. For those of you, this is a bit technical. Don't worry, because you just need to hear it. If you hear it, it will go in, and one day you'll be able to to actually do this. So I'm going to go into my hosting account. One second. I'm just going to hide this from you guys so you can't see me log in case the password or anything private shows up. I'm just going to move this away over there. So as you can see, all my websites are showing up. And basically, if I go to File Manager, and then I'm going to go into my hosting. If you have hosting, you understand what I'm doing right now. So here's the Have Fun. So I'm going to create another folder, and you have to do this if you want to. You have to call it Shelisite on the home. Basically, in the home directory. Let's say you just built a website. You just have to make a folder called Shelisite and dump all of the files into it. That's all you have to do, and you're set. You're good to go. It's that simple. But I don't want to actually create one on the homepage because I can't. It's already being used for the actual Shelisite website. So I actually have to call it something else. Let's call it, for example, Webinar. So I'm going to call it Webinar, and then I'm going to click Create New Folder. So in this folder called Webinar, since this is the new website that I'm about to build, I'm going to create a new folder called Shelisite, because that's the only way that this is going to work. So I'm going to upload now all the files that I'm given when I order this, when I get this, I buy this kit called Shelisite, and that way we can now create a website. Let me just get the files. 1 second. I'm just going to do it on my other screen so you don't have to see me do it. Okay, so these are the files you get when you order Shelisite. And this is like a kit. It's literally a kit. All you do is you dump it into the folder, the Shelisite folder. Dump it in. Watch this. That's it, done. We are now ready to build your website. So I go to shelisite.com/webinar. Remember, that's where I, that's what I built. And then /Shelisite. That's it. Now all you need is a password, which you just create, and a Gemini API key. To get it, you click here, and you will get one right away. So let me just click on, let me just add my API key, and I'll just hide that from you. Fantastic. So this is how it looks when you first start. Let me shrink this here so you can actually see it properly. When you first come to the website, this is how it looks. And now you can just build whatever you want. So literally, I could build any website I want on my own server. You have to catch this. It's on your hosting. It's not on Lovable's hosting. You own this forever. You could also edit things you want. So let's say I want to create a... okay, so I want you to look at my screen. Let me just hide this. Over here. So what we're going to do right now is start typing. You ready? Let's go. Create a stunning website for a restaurant called Holy Bagel. It's a bakery and it also serves coffee. You know what? Let's go get the logo from Holy Bagel. Let's just grab that logo from there so we can actually give it to the AI. So we're going to click here and upload the logo. Add the logo to the hero section. And that's it. Let's build this website right now, and let's see what it comes up with. I mean, let's give it a try. Do you know what I mean? It takes about a minute, though, so we're going to have to wait together. But once it's ready, of course, you are going to be gobsmacked, because this is going to basically create the website for you, and then you're good to go. Now, while we're waiting for this, let me just show you another fantastic website which was also built by me. The idea was to put all the different AI tools in one place. So it's basically got text tools like chatting with ChatGPT, process data, write a book over here. You can actually write an entire book, literally an entire book. You can write children's books, comic books, coloring books, regular books, multiple short stories, comic page creator, an AI book cover creator. So all of those you could do. The books created with this are insane. I actually sell some on Amazon. So for those of you who want to make extra money, you can click on write a book, a regular bookmaker. Now, I don't recommend the first version because it's crap. You literally get 1-star reviews if you use that. You have to click on this button here on the text here, version 2. It creates books that are so perfect that you literally get 5-star reviews when you post them on Amazon. You could literally become rich using this if you just write the correct book. Right now, I'm making about $1,000 a month from Amazon from books I created using AI. I've actually removed all the garbage ones because I don't want a bad name on Amazon, and I've kept only the good ones so that I get, a good name in Amazon and they don't kick me out. Do you know what I mean? When they realize that the content is crap, they'll kick you out. So make sure when you're doing this, you're using only this model. I don't know why it's taking so long. Whatever's happening, once it works, and it's just unbelievable. So one second, let's just refresh this page. Maybe it works. Oh, fantastic. So while we were waiting, it created Holy Bagel. Fantastic. And for those of you who live around the area, you can actually understand what you're seeing here. In Beit Shemesh, we live in Beit Shemesh. Whoever lives around here understands that it is. So here, create 5-star Amazon books. Let me just demonstrate this quickly. You can create your default writing style over here. That's your default writing style. Let's make a book called How to Become a Winner in Life. You know what? That's the topic, the book name. And then let's just do that just for the laugh. I wasn't actually planning on showing you this. Let's 5 chapters and start writing it. And while we're waiting, you can actually create a cover image for the book. Now, this cover image can be loaded directly into Amazon Kindle and Amazon KDP. So for those of you who want to create a book and you just don't know how to create a cover image, watch this cover image. Now, we're using the most powerful AI model, How to Become a Winner in Life. So as you can see, this specific cover image, it's not as simple as pressing a button, really. It's much more complicated than that, because what goes on in the background here is prompting like crazy. And we use the best AI model. And I'm just going to create another one just to show you that it's consistently writing the text properly and doing things perfectly. Look how beautiful that is. So that I used to create books in bulk. So as you can see, welcome, fellow traveler, How to Become a Winner in Life. Once you've finished, by the way, it gives you a downloadable book and a downloadable, obviously you download this by clicking here, save the image, and you get a downloadable file. So I'm sorry I jumped into this. It actually has nothing to do with this. Over here you have an image generator, which can create basically every type of image. This is the regular image generator, which we all already know and probably do for free at this point. But can you create an SVG? I'm not sure about that. The SVG image generator can create special files which have unlimited expandability. Oh, the book just downloaded because it's ready. So it just downloads automatically, as you can see up here. The SVG, now you can create lots of different types of images. Now, some of these are lino cut and different types of speciality image, including this one, unlimited seamless endless images, which is perfect for different types of things. So I can't go into detail because I don't want to make this webinar longer than maybe 40 minutes, which is already hitting 40 minutes, or maybe an hour it might reach. So that's the image generators, PNG generators, which means images without background, which obviously a lot of you probably already know. So, okay, people are using it for different purposes. As you can already see, it's quite funny. And also sticker generator, coloring bookmaker, children book creator, AI vision, image upscaler, which takes a small image and increases the quality, find and replace on an image using text, and a background remover. And this can background remove images in bulk. If you have maybe 1,000 or 50 images, you just click on bulk background remover over here. And then audio, you can do text to speech, speech to text, meaning you upload an MP3, or talk and then it gives you text. And then these are more fun tools, less appropriate for this video. Then we have the chatbot maker and the video generator. The truth is these are outdated. I don't recommend using this. And so as you can see over here, I can say add the logo image to the header as well and rename the header Holy Bagel. Let's just choose the uploaded image in case it doesn't know. We just told it to add basically the logo to the header, and it's done it right here. So I need to tell it to fix the sizing here, but otherwise it's perfect. And if you need to go back to restore to an older version, you just click restore to this version, and then it will go back and restore to the previous version. So as you can see, it's done back. It's just fixed here and changed to the previous version so that we're back to normal how we were just before. And that's it. So now if you want to look at this page, you can go to shelisite.com/webinar. You can actually go there right now and check. And if you want to try and guess my password, you go to this page and go to shelisite.com, Shelisite, and it will actually log you. You need the password, but and then once you're logged in, you can change here. I can say add 3 more cards to the homepage about healthy eating, and then it will add 3 more cards like this to the homepage. Now remember, this is yours. You don't have to pay monthly. There's no like made by Lovable at the bottom text, nothing like that. As you can see, we just added 3 more cards, and you can add more pages. For example, I'll show you what I mean by that. One second, let me just show you quickly. You can add more pages. Like if you ask it to, let's say, make a contact us page. So what's going to happen now, it's going to actually create another page up here. It's going to add a page called Contact Us to the top. Now, I do want to say that it doesn't work like Lovable, meaning you can't have user authentication and a database, none of that. It doesn't work like that. This is just for portfolio type websites. It doesn't work with like user information and stuff like that. Let's click on it to see if it works. And with that, we finished this webinar. So as you can see, the Contact Us page is all over here. And of course, it's working. And fantastic. I think this is fantastic, really. I think this is unbelievable. And it's very useful because it makes high quality websites. You can also make it light themed. I'm just changing it because maybe you don't like the purple. And I want to change it from dark themed, which is basically a dark website, like black background, to a white background. And with that, we'll conclude this video, this webinar. And I appreciate everyone for coming. All the links will be sent to you as well in this video so that you can then decide if you want to get any of this. But the main site you want to remember is Solaitions, SOLAITIONS.com. Over here, you'll find every single one of the tools we talked about and more. If you're interested, of course, get them. If you're not, that's also fine. I completely understand. You only get what you need in life to save time for yourself so that you can then have more time with your families and enjoy yourself in life instead of always being stuck and glued to a computer. Thank you for watching this webinar. Thank you for joining us today. I guess if anyone has any questions, you can just leave them in the comments, in the chat, and then we will get back to you, of course, as soon as we can. Bye, everyone. Have a good evening and a good day. Bye, everyone. See you.